So at SKELEC, we're not asking and saying, oh, do not put up your Christmas lights. As a matter of fact, as I said before, we do encourage it. Well, me personally, because I do like to see Christmas lights. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. But there are always things that we can do and to manage and to reduce our bills. And the first thing I always like to point out when I am asked that question is to be mindful of appliances and equipment around the house which have heating elements, because once you need electricity to heat up an element for whatever it is to work, then you must be mindful that the more you use that, the higher your bill will be. So what am I talking about? I'm especially talking about things like the tank water heaters,
the ACs.
Well, the good thing about Christmas, I would hope that persons, being cooler, persons would open their windows and
feel the Christmas breeze.
Yes, feel the Christmas breeze, because it is so much cooler during the Christmas season. And as you mentioned, ACs, I want persons who are going out to buy things like ACs and fridges this season to speak to the persons about the energy efficiency of those units that you are buying. And I can tell persons, especially with the AC, it makes a big difference. You could be paying $400 and using your AC and paying $400, and just by changing that AC, you will see how the bill goes down. So be mindful of the energy efficiency of the appliances that you are buying. And the other thing I would like to mention to persons who, and that may be a plug I'm putting in for the person selling home appliances. But if you have a fridge, for instance, and the rubber around the fridge is bad, so that air is coming into that fridge, that is something that will take your bill very high, because it is like air from the house is continuously coming into the fridge, and the fridge is going to be working overtime to try to cool down that fridge. So sometimes it is better, if you cannot get somebody to fix the rubber on the fridge, if you notice your bill is spiking and you're wondering why nothing has changed, then it may be that this fridge that you have and the rubber is going bad. So when you come sometime, you see the fridge door open and you know you close it, but the suction, yes, the suction just isn't there. It may be time this VAT season and the VAT reduction days to consider purchasing a new refrigerator, given that this is something that can really affect your bill. The turning off the lights, telling the children to turn off the light, that does work. Getting yourself LED bulbs, that does work. So there are many things that we can do to conserve and to reduce our energy bill.
Wonderful. And not because it's the festive season and persons tend to be much happier, you have more persons at your home. One of the things I recall my dad used to do when we had our Christmas lights when I was younger is that he wouldn't leave the lights on all night. He would switch them off maybe around midnight or 11 o'clock just to try to conserve. And obviously on Christmas Eve he'll leave them on for the entire night to bring in Christmas, but definitely that is something that you can consider as well. We at SKELEC are in the business of ensuring that our customers can remain connected to us, can remain powered. And that is why it is important we're stressing the message of you managing your bill and in turn managing your use. It's very, very important. And so Mrs. Williams, let's give the customers some tips as to how best they can manage their bill, especially in this festive season, not to allow it to get too out of control and then they end up not having power, and SKELEC is public enemy number one.
Yes, and please repeat that. Okay, as you can imagine, any business, SKELEC is no exception. We need revenue, we need our collections, we need our cash flow to be positive. So we need customers to pay their bills. Like I mentioned before, with the fuel bill being what it is, when I talk about fuel bill, I'm talking about SKELEC's fuel bill. We are receiving a subsidy from the government, but the subsidy is not for the entire bill, and SKELEC is responsible for paying part of the fuel. So we expect our customers to come in to pay. We know, especially during this time in St. Kitts, because we have Christmas and Carnival, we know that the pull on the resources, our personal resources, it is high. We it is just what it is. We are thankful for those of us who are government workers, government institution workers, for the double salary that we have gotten. But even with that, the pull is high. Persons who work in private sector, some persons will be getting their Christmas bonus, but again, I am repeating, the pull is high for the spending. So we are asking customers to pay your bill regardless in December, because when you pay in December, what you find is when you go to January and the coming months, once you start slipping on your bills because things are difficult and you decide, okay, I won't pay this month, I'll pay next month. Next month has its own set of challenges, and the following month have its own set of challenges. And what you find happening is that sooner or later the bill just becomes unmanageable and you throw your hand up. And when we see the bills and we ask you how much you think you can pay when we have the deferred payment arrangement, persons, it becomes much more difficult the larger the bill is. So we are asking persons, even if it is Christmas season, pay your bill and pay your bill first. So for those who have gotten paid yesterday, come in now and pay. December you have to pay. Don't leave it and say I'll pay in January, because when you wake up January morning or February morning and the bill has gone to a certain amount, that is when the problem will begin. So pay every month, prioritize. Think of all the things you need to do this Christmas. 99% of them, I can guarantee you, requires electricity.
Yes.
The movie you want to watch, the Christmas lights, the baking, the party with the music, everything. Probably not 99%, because you have carnival in sync, but 90% of the things we want to engage in this Christmas season is going to require electricity. Think of all the things you're going to be buying this Christmas.
All the appliances.
Exactly. They are going to be powered using electricity. So do not leave the electricity for last and buy all the things that you need the electricity for. And then later on you say, like you say, SKELEC becomes public enemy number one when we say we need to be paid. So put us on the top of the priority list this Christmas, because we will make your Christmas much better.
Mrs. Williams was so dainty in the way that she put it, but really and truly, and it's not only for SKELEC, because companies tend to see collections are very low around November and December time, because persons take the opportunity to buy and pay for everything else except their bills, and we want to get away from that culture. We want to get away from that habit. And so in the vein of encouraging you to come in and make payments and ensure that your bill is quite manageable, we have come up with a promotion to incentivize getting our customers to come in. Earlier this year, we had a promotion where we gave away 1 year free electricity, and then we said, no, let's do more. We gave away 6 months free electricity as well. And so that was in about March, April. Now that we're at the end of the year, we're thinking what else it is that we can do for our customers. It has been a very difficult year at SKELEC and even across the country. What else we can do for our customers? And we have come up with this promotion that is called $10,000 up for grabs this Christmas. You heard it right. We're giving away up to $10,000 this Christmas. And there is only one thing that you need to do in order to be entered into the draw to win up to $10,000, and that is to make a bill payment. Very simple. So Mrs. Williams, let's talk more about what the promotion includes, the duration of the promotion, and let's really try to hit it home that we want our customers to come in and make that bill payment November and December.
Ms. Harris, thank you. Yes, previously I spoke to why we need to pay. The benefits both to you and to the company, because we want to be able to keep you powered over the Christmas season. And as if that isn't enough, that it is just your responsibility to do so. We are giving you an incentive, as Ms. Harris said. $10,000 more you can have when January morning comes and all the bills are there. $10,000, you can have $10,000 more, up to $10,000 more. So what do you have to do? Come in and clear your bill. Once you come in and clear your bill, one entry you get 1 entry into the promotion. If, however, you pay, even if you are not clearing the bill, but you pay $500 or more, you will get 1 entry. So if you clear your arrears, you get 1 entry. If you pay more than $500, you get an entry. So let us say, for instance, your bill is $498. You can clear it with a $500 and you will get 2 entries. So you'll put to your account $2 in credit, but you will get 2 entries. You will get 1 entry for paying more than $500 or more, and you will get 1 entry for clearing your account. So let me just repeat. We are saying once you clear your arrears, once you clear your account, once you pay your bill in full, once the balance says 0 when you are finished making your payment, you will get an entry. How else can you get an entry? You have a lot of arrears, you cannot clear it this month. We are saying we are not excluding you. Come in and make a payment of $500 or more, and you will also get an entry. So for the persons who are paying, clearing their arrears, but paying $600, $700, you will get 2 entries. 1 for paying $500 or more, and 1 for just clearing your arrears. So pay more, win more. So we are asking our customers to come in. Don't wait to pay it in January, because in January the promotion will be over.
Yes.
Come in and pay your bill November. And for those of you who just got paid, you can pay your November bill now. You get an entry, and you pay your December bill, and you get another entry. So here it is. You can get 2 entries or even 4 entries into the promotion.
So customers, we have given you so many tips as to how you can save, and even know as to how you can win. I'm going to take the opportunity to open the phone lines just for a few calls before we wrap up. And I want to reiterate what Mrs. Williams said about coming in to make a bill payment. The promotion began yesterday, November 21st, and it's going to end on December 30th. So please, $10,000 is a lot of money. You can do a lot with that. So you have to be in it to win it. All right? Do we have any callers? All right, we do have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, you all. Let me go with 10,000 information here now too.
Great.
Now I heard one of the ladies say that if the rubber on your fridge door is bad, get the rubber fixed, because that would cause the fridge to burn more current. Well, that is not true, you know.
Okay.
Because the current goes to the fridge, and the fridge has a timing that after a certain amount of time, the fridge cuts out. And then it cuts back in when it's time to cut back in. So whether the rubber is bad or good, that has nothing to do with the current that you're burning in the fridge. And why is it when you get your lights bill, the bill total how many watts you burn, okay, and you're paying for what the amount of watts that the bill say you burn. But why should I have a fuel charge on your bill? Because the passenger in the car, the driver tell him $10 to take him from point A to point B. Okay, pay me $10. The driver is supposed to tell the passenger, well, okay, I'm going to charge you $5 to drive you from point A to point B, beside the 10. So why there should be a fuel charge on your bill? That's the question. Thank you for listening.
All right, so caller, is it okay? I'll take the question, caller. There is another caller, and we'll come back and pick them up. All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. A pleasant Wednesday morning to you, beautiful Miss Harris.
Hi,
And is it Mrs. Williams or Miss?
Mrs. Williams.
Yes, and we have PowerTalk, powered by SKELEC. I got in on the conversation a bit late. I overheard the part with the promotion. So my bill, that's like probably $100 or less. Will I be a part of the promotion?
Most definitely. Once you clear it, most definitely.
Okay. I thought it was just for persons like in a raise.
No. We're trying to get those in arrears to come in. But for persons like you who are good stewards and come and pay your bill, you're definitely in it.
Okay. The very best for the Christmas and in the New Year.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Same to you.
PowerTalk by SKELEC.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, next caller, Ronnie. Good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning. This PowerTalk and this promotion, you only for 400 up. Anybody who pay the bills.
All right. So anyone who makes a bill payment, especially for those persons whose bills are on the smaller side, you will be entered into the draw to win up to $10,000 once you clear it. But for those who have a very, very high arrears, we do want them to come in, and that's why we have added this additional layer to make a payment of $500 to get an entry. So those persons with bills below 500 will be entered automatically. Was that clear for you, caller? Do you understand?
Yeah, because I want to know if I can win, not because me know.
Of course, you're going to be able to win something, caller.
Yeah, I'll come up there. Me know a job shot yet, so I want to know if only people who in a ways that
definitely not. But those with arrears, we want them to come in.
Go up in a ways too.
No. Don't worry about those in arrears. You're a good steward. So come in and pay your bill, and you'll be entered.
It may pay every month and time, so I want to find the do.
You will get two.
Most definitely, you'll be in the do twice.
Will be twice.
Because me not on no time. Me pay. You go up a 4. Me go right now. Me down to something because I try to cut back on some things.
Wonderful.
You know, like water heater and so. Take them off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So my bill could drop.
Exactly.
All right, we appreciate customers like you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Ronnie, before we get into other callers, I want to explain to the caller why it is important for us to put the fuel charge on the bill. This is an educational awareness exercise. We want persons to understand, just like how when you go to the gas station and you're seeing it even in the supermarkets, that cost is rising because of different external factors. That too is having an impact on operations and finances at SKELEC as well. So it is important for you to understand that yes, the cost of fuel has increased. However, the government has subsidized that difference in the fuel over what the baseline is, and we want you to understand that and even use that as a bit of an impetus for you to come in and pay the bill. Right, yes, Mrs. Williams, did I miss anything?
But the only thing I have to let the customers know, and I want to say it again and again, and if it's the only thing I say, there will be no change in the amount that you pay, because we are just letting you see what the amount of the fuel variation that you would have paid if we would have let you pay it. So I said before, and I will repeat, the fuel variation will be there, and right below it you will see a credit of the amount. So you are not going to pay the fuel variation charge, but we are letting you see your savings. You know, when you go to a store and they say you have 20% discount, they show you how much you save. So you see what, and you see how much is your discount, and you see what you pay. So that is exactly what we said. We're showing you what your usage is, what you should have been paying, and then we discounting it right away. So you are not going to pay it. When you go and they say 20% discount, they don't let you pay the 20% discount portion, even if they show it to you on the bill. It is deducted.
Yes.
And if it's one thing I want persons to say, there is no change. The fuel variation charge to you is zero. You're not going to pay it. The only thing is we showing you your savings so you can appreciate your savings. That is what is happening. And I want to say it again, you are not going to be paying the fuel variation charge. You will see it, you will know the amount, but it is coming out in the very next line.
So think of it like, you know, like an old boyfriend, like a could have been.
Yes.
Like you see somebody could have been, so
Yes.
that's exactly what it is. This is what my bill could have been.
Exactly.
All right, Ronnie, we'll take 2 more callers and then we'll wrap up this morning.
No, I want to answer regarding the rubber for the fridge.
Oh, okay.
It's not the rubber for the fridge that's bringing up your bill. So what it is the air. If your fridge, it is a cooling element. Sometimes you hear, for instance, the fridge rev up. If you have if you ever use a generator, for instance, you will hear the sound of the generator revving up every time you open your fridge. What that means is it has to work harder. So every time you have warm air going into the cool fridge, the fridge now has to work harder to cool down the warm air that goes into the fridge. So the rubber around the fridge not increasing your it's not the rubber around the fridge that is causing your bill to go up. It is the warm air that is coming into the cool air escaping, and the fridge now has to work harder to cool the motor, and so in the fridge now has to work harder to cool down the warm air that is feeding into the fridge. That is what it is. So probably I wasn't clear the first time, so sorry about that.
All right, thank you. Ronnie, let's take 2 callers and we'll wrap up. Good morning, caller, you're live. Good morning, caller. Guess we lost that one. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yes, good morning.
You hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm calling from overseas, but we do have a property in census. When is SKELEC going to get an application so you can use the directly to the app?
Do you have a lot of background noise? I'm trying to understand. When is SKELEC going to
Get an application. You know, like up over here, you have like Tom Edison. So I would pay my bill directly to the app using my debit card. Does SKELEC have anything like that where I could stay from here and pay my bill directly from?
You're asking if you can pay your bill online from overseas? Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay, yes, there are several ways you can pay your bill. If you head on to our website, SKELEC, www.skelec.kn, there is a quick pay option. We are, as it suggests, it's very quick, very easy. You enter your credit card information and I think the account number and the amount that you wish to pay on the bill. There is also eBiz. You can sign up online for that. You can even message our Facebook page and we can assist you in getting online with eBiz. If you do banking here and you have the online banking portals, you are able to pay your bill online as well. And the 4th option is that you can pay your bill over the phone using our auto attendant 465-2000. But for all of these options, you do have to know your account number. But we have made it very easy for you to pay your bills through our alternative bill payment options.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you. All right, one last caller. Good morning, caller, you're live.
Good morning, Miss Harris and Mrs. Williams.
Good morning.
The last time you all was on, first of all, I hope I'm in the doof to get me 10,000 too. The last time you all was on, right, I made a report about a lamppost here and New Road Housing Project. The light is on now for over a month in the day.
It's on.
It's on for over a month now. I made a report to the last time you all was on. I was on with GQ. I also called the office and made a report there. A gentleman came to read my meter and I told him about it. He went out to check something on the post. He wrote it down on the paper. And up to now, the light on out there still.
Okay.
Nobody come to check it or nothing, and it's right outside my house.
All right, but she did say she would have spoken to them. All right, can you tell me specifically where in New Road Housing?
New Road Housing Project on Trevor Huggins Street.
Okay.
On Trevor Huggins Street and New Road Housing Project.
All right, we apologize for the inconvenience. Sometimes there is a backlog in getting our jobs done, but that is really no excuse. We apologize, and we will follow up with the relevant managers to ensure that this is dealt with. All right?
It's just that I'm concerned, because it's just outside my house. Yes. So, and I don't know what is the danger, what. So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you to all of our listeners online, on Facebook, on YouTube, those who are listening via radio. We appreciate you for calling in and being so a part of this conversation. Mrs. Williams, I'll give you about 30 seconds to wrap up and then we'll close off the program.
Okay. Thank you. I will take my 30 seconds because I want to make sure the message is very clear today. At SKELEC, we have been subsidizing through the government the fuel variation charge that customers are supposed to be paying for a very long time. If you listen to your neighbors across the Narrows and in many of the other OECS countries within the Caribbean, you will hear them complaining about the fuel variation charge. Recently, I had the occasion to respond to someone's status, and the person was shocked that SKELEC wasn't charging the fuel variation. They thought that it was in there somewhere. So right now what we are trying to do is to show customers what your fuel variation would be. For instance, I did be working on a small bill, which I know we're wrapping up, but I just want to give the example. Somebody's bill should have been $284.71 this month, meaning the energy charge plus your regular standing charge would have been $159.86, and based on the tariff, that is the legal tariff, it's not somebody give it, based on the tariff and the price of fuel, there should be a fuel variation charge of $124.85 added to that bill. Well, this month you will see it, but the total the person should have paid is $284.71 if they were to pay the fuel variation charge. But you will be paying nothing different. You will be paying $159.86. So this is us simply showing you what it is, what the fuel variation you should have paid is. But you will be paying just your energy charge plus your standing charge as usual. There will be no extra charge. All we are doing is showing you I am repeating it because I want to make sure customers is clear. And nobody is giving the fuel variation. The fuel variation is part of the tariff. That is the legal tariff put in place to subsidize the fuel, put in place to account for the fuel price once it goes above the base rate. And one can understand that because SKELEC bill, the bill amount that we bill remains the same in terms of the tariff, but the price of fuel fluctuates. So there will come a time, as have been recently, where the fuel price is higher than what we bill. Anybody who have business know that is not that cannot continue. It is unsustainable. So that is why the fuel variation is a part of St. Kitts tariff and a part of, as far as I know, all utilities, but I do not want to say all because there might be one in the Caribbean that doesn't, but most utilities. But here in St. Kitts, while most persons are paying the fuel variation or a part of it, here in St. Kitts, we are not paying it. So we want you to appreciate the fact that you are not paying it. So we are showing you on your bill what it should be, but then we are removing it. We are giving you a discount for the same amount. So that is my closing words. I want persons to understand it because I do not want there to be any misunderstanding. You will not be paying a fuel variation charge. You will see what that amount is, but we are discounting the full amount. That's my closing statement.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Williams. I just got a message from our debt collection department that says remind them to come and pay their bills. So I am asking our customers, humbly pleading that you add SKELEC to your shopping cart this Christmas and ensure that you come in and you make a bill payment. We are incentivizing you to do so by giving you the chance to win up to $10,000 for the payments that you make on your bill. There are 2 billing cycles included in this promotion period from November 21st to December 30th. There will be 2 billing cycles, so we need you to ensure that you come in and make those bill payments. For those persons who have very large arrears, please come in. One, let's talk about a deferred payment arrangement. 2, make some regular payments on your bill. And once you make payments over $500, you too are eligible to enter with an additional entry. So I hope this is entirely clear to our customers. If you need further clarification, call us, comment, message us on Facebook, come into the office. We'll be happy to explain it to you. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Remember, SKELEC is the nation's leading utility provider, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Bye bye.
Thank you.
So let's break this down a little bit. When you sign up for an H&E bundle, right guys, you get the first month for free. So that's no money out of your pocket. and then you get 50% for the next 3 months. So if it is valued at, that's just easy numbers, $100, you're paying $50 for the next 3 months, right, guys? And when you do this, you qualify to get 50% cash back. So guys, it's more money in your pocket at the end of the day when you sign up for our H&E bundle over there in Nevis. And also for our Nevis customers as well, you can bundle your home and internet and receive a tablet A8. And this offer is up until January 7th.
We have so much amazing things going on. Once again, if you're an H&E customer and you pay your bill in full and on time, you also qualify for the trip to Miami as well. So,
Yes.
you know, I don't want people to lose sight of that.
Remember the goal?
The goal is to go foreign.
Yes, to go foreign, yes.
With you and a friend.
A nice little hotel room.
Some shopping.
Yeah, mimosas, bottomless mimosas by the pool.
Wow.
You really thought this through.
Yes, like I need the listening audience to imagine it. You pack your bags at no cost to you, go up the airport at no cost to you, get on a plane at no cost to you, hotel room at no cost to you, guys, and you just vacation on us just for being a digital customer.
And all you have to do is what you've
been doing.
Everyday actions. Buy a plan, pay your bill, and this is your reward. A whole experience on us.
On us, guys.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. It's getting better and better every week.
Better and better. Also, for our family planner, a gentleman came into the retail store about a month, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe like 6 weeks ago, and he was inquiring about the family plan. He even messaged me on Instagram asking me about the family plan. You know, and I guess he was a little bit uncertain about it at first. And then I was like, you know what? You can just try it out. You're already on the digital